Trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat for Halloween. Better give a treat that's good to eat if you want to keep life serene.
Hello darlings, it's Tess and welcome back to Vlogoween. This is one of my most hype days of the year, or rather the day before the hype day of the year, which is my Halloween party. It is tomorrow and I'm obviously preparing for it today. So I went and did some shopping and then I came back and I've got my shopping haul and I've been slowly tidying up, and by tidying up I mean getting rid of all my crap, because my mother is just a normal person but I leave things lying around. So let me just show you the lay of the land. Alright, so these are snacks and tableware that we've got over here. So we've got cups, 2 fancy goblets and some spiders left over from last year. These cups with the coffin-shaped handles that I got ages ago, you guys have seen those. These napkins from TK Maxx that you guys have also seen. I got some Wicked Witch ones as well, and I already had those, but I couldn't resist the crystal ball. And then here are the completely ridiculous monster lollipops from the party people. Back here we've got ordinary corn chips to go with the guacamole. Cheese and bacon balls, the big party size bag was on special, which is incredibly dangerous for me because I love them and they are not gluten-free, so that's whatever, I just don't care. I eat them sometimes. There we've got 2 bottles of non-alcoholic apple cider. Because apples are a Samhain food of the other world, and so I always include them when I am buying my Samhain drinks. And then the other thing that I buy for Samhain/Halloween is blood orange. No guesses why. So this is kind of the candy bag that I'm going to be putting out, and is part of it like geared to kind of a really nice rainbow aesthetic in the bowl? Of course not. But what's also in it that I'm really excited about actually is I've got some guacamole that I'm making, and for the first time ever I'm going to use this guacamole spice mix, which I didn't know existed until this year, because I love guacamole, like oh my god, and especially when there's kind of a flavour in it, when it's not just plain. So I'm going to use this and it's going to be epic, probably. And then in here we have the ingredients to make my signature cauldron cakes that I've made before. So basically you get some chocolate cake mix, mine is obviously gluten-free. You get some chocolate icing, this brand is also gluten-free, so yay. And also have the vanilla version so you can colour it. And so you cook the cake, you mash it up with the icing, and so it's like putting cake pops inside each cauldron, like you kind of squish the cake in. And then the vanilla is so you can dye it to be the coloured potion on top. So we've got purple dye here and the other dyes. And then my favourite part is that sprinkled over the cauldrons you have like the sort of ingredients, like the sprinkles and magical things that are coming out of the cauldrons. So we've got that kind of funfetti, we've got this kind of witchy one. This is eyeballs, which I use for other stuff, but I could also put them in the cauldrons, I guess. Classic hundreds and thousands. I think these have a different name overseas, but here they're hundreds and thousands. And then we've got some Halloween specific sprinkles in orange and black. And then more fancy ones, those are some purple bats. just little round ones, and then bones and jack-o'-lanterns. And then this one, yellow long ones, and then orange and black spiders. And then another creepy crawly in green and black. So I think that is my next step. I'm gonna put this cake into the oven because obviously it needs to cook, and then when it comes out it needs to cool all the way down before I do the cake pops. I should have friggin' had this cake in and baking like ages ago now. I realized that when I've been tidying around doing other stuff. Like, it could have been sitting here cooking and cooling. Anyway, I'm an idiot, but we all knew that before, I think. So I'm gonna keep working, and if I come across anything like even vaguely, I don't know, funny, entertaining, cute, sweet, funky, fresh, I'm obviously gonna show you guys. So here I go with the cake, and while it's baking, here I go with more tidying. You know what's a problem? Doja Cat. And there have been video essays written about what the hell is going on with her, but I have a friend who kind of used to stan her before she started pulling the current disaster bullshit that she's currently pulling. From what I understand, she is fucking with or joking about or like something like that with literal neo mouthing that in case it gets blocked if I say the wrong thing. And that's a huge problem because two of her songs, Vegas, that was ages ago, last year, that I was really loving, and then now Demons, which I have only heard since I found out that shitty stuff about her, because one of my favorite choreographers, Jojo Gomez, did a dance to it, and I watched it a bunch of times because it was cool, and I had no idea who the artist was for the song. So when I found out, I was like, really? Really? It has to be her? We are enemies.
We are foes. Who are you? And what are those?
Yes, Doja Cat, you're my foe. If you're fucking with the people that you are seemingly fucking with, you are my foe. You are all of our enemies that stand for freedom and peace. Whoa, hey, how my demons look? Fuck, get it out. And what we're about to do is deal with these avocados, and by deal I mean do an absolute gremlin thing where most of the time I can't be bothered to get it all out with a spoon, so I literally just end up using my hands after I sanitize them. Like, I literally scrape the avocado flesh out of the shell with my hands because it's quicker. So yeah, there's that. Yo, I just annihilated these avocados, and then I put the spice mix in. Holy freaking dog shit, it is so good. Like, I could literally eat all of this with the corn chips right now. Like, heaven help me. This is... After this party, I'll be trying this again, I swear to God. I will eat an entire thing of avocados and an entire bag of corn chips all to myself. That's how good this is. Later at night now, the cake has cooled pretty much completely. So I've got the cauldrons over here, and I've got the cake pop paste of mixing in this icing into the stuff. And so now we've just got to put this goop into the cauldrons and we'll be cooking with gas. Okay, so while the cauldrons were kind of hardening, I poured my favorite blood orange into my decanter, which I love because it's like Mr. Carson from Downton, except I'm serving like vampire blood, or that's how I imagine it anyway. So I've got the cauldrons all filled here, and so I prepared the icing with the 3 colours, the vanilla icing, orange and purple obviously, but also green. So I piped them into the cauldrons like this to look like a nice little bubbling potion. And then we have my favorite part, which is the sprinkling, as you can see here. And so I tried to make a different color palette for each color of icing to make them like unique. And I think I achieved that because I really loved how it turned out. So yeah, that was just really fun. I had to pat the sprinkles down into the icing to make sure they stayed. As you can see here, they looked pretty cool, and I put them on the candy platter with all of my other candy, and Griff bought these amazing gluten-free donuts that just ended me. So there was a lot of candy to eat, and I ended up giving some donuts to the neighbors, is what I will say. Alright guys, you can see all of the food that we now have. It's a completely illegal amount. And we've got potato smileys because we are those bitches. But we are watching Pearl, which I have never seen. And I hear that there is some really weird crap that goes down with a scarecrow. So let's watch it. Don't kiss it. Oh no. That's like a potato sack face. It's so look at it! Please tell me it doesn't get any worse. Oh!
I'm married!
Yep. Oh god. I'm so scared right now.
Hay fever.
You are gonna get hay fever. Oh my god, Mel. Oh lord.
Oh no.
Oh no. Jesus. And now she just rides home with the hat on as though her mother isn't gonna ask where it's from.
Yeah.
Okay guys, so I don't know if Mel appeared in one of my Vlogoween videos from last year for the party, I can't remember, but the others, including me, we don't always make the effort to dress up because for me anyway, like I'm getting food and things together, so I don't want to risk getting that on a costume, you know, avocado guacamole or something. But Mel always dresses up because she is freaking, like, we all have that friend who's just completely batshit iconic, and she is mine. So she arrived in this lovely sort of purple chiffon dress, and what I will also say is that she lives quite far away, so she travelled across Sydney with her, you know, fabulous purple dress on as part of her costume. And so she arrived and she was like, okay, wait, I have one more thing and then you can try and guess what my costume is. And so she brings out a toy dog, like, and I found out later she didn't have that toy dog from like childhood or one of her siblings or whatever. She went out to buy it especially for my party. So there's the perfect example of why I love this person. But she had this toy dog, and so we were trying to guess, and we just couldn't do it. And it turned out she is, or she was, Hounds of Love, Kate Bush album cover, which I'll put here if you're not familiar with it, where Kate Bush has the hair out and she has the sort of sparkling makeup and the purple dress and the brown dog. Like, that's Mel. Like, that's her idea of a Halloween costume. So, in the end, some of the others had to leave early, which is obviously fine. So it ended up being us, and we were watching Pearl, and it just was completely ridiculous. And then we finished up the evening by trying to think of a name for the dog. This is Mel's dog, and we haven't given him a name. Comment down below what you think the name should be.
This monster wasn't a bear.
Yes. Okay guys, I didn't film a kind of proper outro for this video because I was too busy just enjoying my time with my friends and then the next day cleaning up frantically. But I love my Halloween party every single year, and I wish that we had a bigger apartment so I could invite even more people and we could just sit there and heckle horror movies the way we always do, because that's pretty much what happens. So it's always great, and I always love that I can semi-invite you guys a little bit by showing you what's up about the party. So for more Halloween nonsense and for more of my nonsense in general, I am chaotic in vlogs, I am witchy, I am crafty, we do all kinds of stuff around here on this channel, basically whatever I want. But in any case, whether you choose to stay or go, I love you, keep going.